أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين Amen. I want to say happy Friday, Juma Mubarak to all Muslims. And of course, thank God it's Friday to every other person. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. We are live on Facebook, also live on YouTube. Our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. My brother, my sister, this is the headquarters of the truth. Because we are in bed with the truth. Here we are not neutral. We have actually taken sides with the truth. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us for the last day of the week before we take a rest, the Sabbath. Today is Friday, and I'm most excited to be with you. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Empire TV's Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we will do that on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Today we have three very important issues to look at. And before we go into that, remember who is here. My name, Black RASTA. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce food in all its sumptuousness for the nourishment of the family. That is exactly what we do here. Pick up so many different ideas, splash the creme de la creme of all these ideas onto our problems, and we seek solutions with this. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And we are sponsored by Tap Send. Now, when we talk about Tap Send, it is not just a money sending outfit. It is a community-centered outfit. It is a community-sensitive outfit. My brother, my sister, all over Ghana, many people have come to realize that Tap Send is doing a lot in so many different communities to uplift people in these communities. But what exactly is Tap Send about aside these community activities? My brother, my sister, it sends your money from all over Europe, America, the UAE, Canada, and even Australia to Ghana. Now, you don't need to run to any office waiting to fill lengthy forms with a lot of thumbprints and signatures before you can send money. My brother, my sister, wherever you are in these areas that I've mentioned, you are safe. You can send money to Ghana, to business partners, to keep the business going, or to even loved ones and friends and acquaintances, maybe to even charity organizations. My brother, my sister, this is Tap Send. All you need to do is to tap and then send in the comfort of your home, anywhere at all. This could be done. And it is very fast, absolutely fast. In fact, geometrically fast. With tap send, it's raining amazing rates. And if you are a new tap sender, download the app from Google Play and also from App Store. Yes? And then when you are sending any money to Ghana, make sure you use the promo code Blakk RASTA. That's BLAKKRASTA. BLAKKRASTA is one word, and then you get a special bonus. My brother, my sister, this is tap send. Once you tap and send, the next thing you see, king, money sent. And then the other person on the other side calls you to say, money well received. You are not charged any sending fees. No. You are not charged any sending fees. It's absolutely free when you send. We don't charge you. And then the good news is that it's amazing rates with tap send. Geometrically faster and well secured. Registered with all the necessary laws around the world and beyond. This is tap send, and I'm a proud tap sender. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, and here we speak truth to power. Remember, the promo code is Blakk RASTA. Make sure, as a new tap sender, after downloading the app or you're sending, you use the promo code so you can get some very, very beautiful bonuses. All right, it's the Blakk Pot, and today we have really interesting issues to look at. Story number one, make sure you share the broadcast and send in your comments. Hit the like button so we can fly right now and many more people will see us. Story number one, watch this. Kennedy Agyapong comes to the aid of broke NPP. Remember on this show, I told you that some NPP businesses were unable to pay their workers just 1 month after losing the election. And I mentioned, in fact, some of those outfits owned by politicians in the last government. It was clear that they were making their money from they are being in power. Now that they are out of power, they are broke and they don't have any money to run their businesses. My brother, my sister, today I'm not going to repeat myself. It is very clear that these people in power were milking us and taking the best out of our pockets. Kennedy Agyapong has come to the aid of his broke NPP party. This is Kennedy Agyapong. Some people call him the loudmouthed guy. Other people say this guy is this, is that. Whatever you put in there would fit him because it's everything. This is Kennedy Agyapong. I prefer this guy 1,000,000,000 times to the cowardly Baumia. He has his own problems, but it is very, very unassuming that a party that did not pick this guy as the flag bearer is the guy who is coming to the rescue of his own party. What is Kennedy Agyapong doing? Watch this. Kennedy Agyapong donates 1 million to NPP to pay arrears owed headquarters workers. Hey, can you see this? Run it by it. Now, former New Patriotic Party flag bearer hopeful Kennedy Agyapong has reportedly donated an amount of 1 million Ghana cedis to the party. This is according to a report by Accra-based Star 103.5 FM. Now, a post shared by the media house on X on Friday, that's today, April 25, 2025, indicated that the donation was to aid the party to pay the arrears it is owing its workers. Come here. What? And watch this. Unconfirmed reports have indicated that workers of the NPP, the largest opposition political party in Ghana, are owed several months' salaries. Workers of the NPP at its national headquarters have reportedly not been paid for several months following the party's loss in the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. Dash it away. So you see, when they were in power for 8 years, all 8 years, they paid every single person in their party and handled their party businesses. The month that they lost the elections, they started going into arrears. It tells you the amount of thievery that happened in that party. It tells you the amount of favoritism, pluralism, and nepotism, with all the isms and schisms coming together to keep their businesses alive. My brother, if I have to wait till my party comes into power before I can pay salaries, then you must know the kind of party this dirty party is. I wonder how Ghanaians even voted for this party to come into power. A party that cannot even handle its own domestic affairs. Their headquarters is broke. After just 3 months, not even up to 4 months, of losing the elections. It tells you how irresponsible these guys are and how much of bad managers these guys are. If we cannot trust them, or if they are unable to handle their headquarters business, how did we trust them to handle the whole nation? It's a question for the gods. But Agyapong hasn't ended there. He's still speaking. Watch this. It is sad that 4 months after going into opposition, NPP can't pay its workers. And this is Agyapong talking. Oh, you are. You remember? Last month, I was here talking about a certain radio station whose boss, a cousin of the president, was unable to pay workers. In fact, some of them felt offended. I knew they were going to be offended, but they would be happy to receive the money after the backlash. After saying this, the radio station's boss quickly gathered some money and gave them some 1 month or so. They are still owing just 3 months of being in opposition. Yet for all 8 years they were in power, they never defaulted. They were never in arrears. What does that mean? They were actually milking the people of Ghana, left, right, and center. And my own journalist brethren, radio brethren, are not bold enough to come out and say, hey, this was the issue, therefore let's condemn it. No, they are rather trying to protect such hooligans and dirty agents. Where will the country go? Yet when Blakk RASTA speaks, and then there's some action done and they receive their monies, they are happy. Yet they will condemn me for bringing out these issues. Let's watch. Watch what Agyapong says. Bring back the story. Quick. All right. He says 4 months. It's actually less than 4 months since they lost the elections. Run the story, my youth. All right. Former NPP member of parliament, Agyapong, has expressed his disappointment with the party's inability to pay its workers 4 months after going into opposition. Agyapong, a former flag bearer hopeful of the party, said that the party not being able to pay its workers or not having the resources to run its activities was a worry. He, however, indicated that opposition political parties having financial difficulties is a common trend in Ghana's political landscape. It is not only unique to the NPP, but every party, when they go to opposition, they face financial or resource challenges. So I came from Madagascar and I heard the news that for 4 months, we have not been able to pay salaries and even money to work. So I decided I'll come and give my widow's mite as a contribution to help run the administration of the party, Ken said at the NPP headquarters in Accra when he was donating money to the party on Friday, April 25, 2025. He added, we just came to opposition in about 4 months and it's sad we cannot run the party, which I think is not good enough. So my message is simple. I have come this morning to give my widow's mite as a contribution to enable you run the party. That's so if people like Kennedy don't come with the widow's mite, the party is dead. What kind of a party is this? Stealing for 8 years. Sending the country into oblivion. Where's Nana Akufo-Addo? He should be made to go and sit in the office and watch the result of his carelessness. Where is Bawumia? When they were going around promising Ghanaians when they were going around being foolhardy, my brother, they never saw this coming. Where is the stolen money? Where is the money under that woman's bed? Cecilia Dapa, where is that money? Edubuahin, Kwabena Edubuahin and the wife, where is the money? Most of these people loot to personally enrich themselves while they leave the shenanigans of the party to wallow in absolute despondency. My brother, my sister, it is what it is, and it is sad. Well, I'm glad that Kennedy has come out to put his money where his mouth is. At least in the next elections, they will see who really cares about this dirty party and who doesn't. And who really wants to support the party and who is just an offbeat dancer and a liar and over-garrulous person. Is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshono, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. My name, Blakk RASTA. Hey! Wayo! It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Next story. Remember to share the broadcast, hit on the like button, and at the same time, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Zoomlion contract. MALIK Basintale sweats on late father's grave. The word there is late, not later. Late father's grave. Please correct it. All right? My brother, who is MALIK Basintale? This is MALIK Basintale. He is the boss of the NYA. My brother, my sister, he's a youth leader. He was one of my students right here in the African history class, and he told me this himself. Manasseh Awini Azure has been investigating Zoomlion over the years, and it has come out that it is an outfit that was banned from operating in countries like Liberia because of bribery and other corrupt activities. Yet we allowed Zoomlion in Ghana here. Maybe because Zoomlion was not involved in corruption, or maybe we didn't see anything wrong with it. But Manasseh went underneath the radar and was able to unearth a lot about the dubious Zoomlion that we have in this country. Allegations of inflating prices for commodities and paying very little money to his workers all came out. The matter went to court. Atta Mills promised that this was going to be handled. In fact, even when Nana Akufo-Addo was in opposition, he made it clear that in power, he would make sure the Zoomlion contract was cancelled. He came into power and he rather renewed the contract. Now, there's a new government here, and Manasseh is calling again for the cancellation and the prosecution of the Zoomlion boss. In fact, Manasseh has said it clearly Don't review the Zoomlion contract. End it. And this is Manasseh telling the YEA. In fact, it's YEA. YEA CEO Malik Basintale. He's a young man. A lot of young people are counting on this gentleman. He has a lot of energy. I admire him personally. I've met him a couple of times. And the energy he exudes, my brother, this guy can be a president one day if he plays his patriotism cards well. He's a good orator. And at the same time, he has a heart that beats, in fact, for the country. So Malik Basintale is here. He is against the owner of Zoomlion. And we all know him, don't we? That is him. Siao is his name. Now this man's business has been banned in Liberia for corruption. In Ghana, he's accepted. He's one of the richest guys we have in this country. Can we say his riches is coming from such dubious contracts? In fact, what is Zoomlion into? That's it. Collecting rubbish and cleaning. My brother, my sister, what we simply call waste management. Now all these workers, my brother, my sister, each one of them is paid 250 Ghana cedis a month to do this hard work on the road, even though Zoomlion takes from the government 900 Ghana cedis on the head of each worker. There's no health insurance, no SNIT, as Manasseh Azure Awuni revealed. My brother, my sister, this is the contract Manasseh wants to be abrogated and sent away. Now, sadly, there's an interesting twist to all this. The matter between Manasseh and Zoomlion is still pending in court. 250 Ghana cedis. How much is that in American dollars? It's less than, my brother, my sister, $200 a month. It's about $120 to do this hard work. Even though they take 900 Ghana cedis on the head of each one of them, they give only 250 and keep the rest for whatever reason. My brother, my sister, Manasseh wants this contract abrogated. Early this morning, I spoke with Malik Basintale, one of my students in the African history class, a proud student. And this was the response he gave to me. He told me, Blakk RASTA, I will not renew the contract. Then he gave me the history of the whole contract. This is personal information, but I'll put it out. Watch this. And this he sent to me via WhatsApp early this morning, before the news even went out. Zoomlion has operated the sanitation model since 2006. All past governments have renewed his contracts based on the terms agreed. Now in the agreement, there's a clause that states the amount paid to the beneficiary and the amount that covers the service charge for Zoomlion. Now, in this last agreement signed under the MPP for virtually 8 years, the amount paid to the beneficiary was 250 Ghana cedis, while 600 Ghana cedis was paid to Zoomlion as service charge, that's fuel and maintenance for vehicles and tricycles used to collect waste, salary for staff of Zoomlion, provision of brooms, boots, shovels, etc., etc., for managing the model. So this is 850 Ghana cedis. In the last quarter of the NPP, that's from September 2024, the former CEO did not renew the terms for some reasons. However, they also didn't withdraw the beneficiaries, which meant that the beneficiaries were still working at the Zoomlion, but without a contract. Now I have come to office to meet this challenge. I am faced with a challenge of either renewing the contract with good terms, negotiated this time, or terminating the entire contract. And this is key. He is faced with a challenge of either renewing the contract with good terms, negotiated this time, or terminating the entire contract. I will definitely stand for the best interest of the youth, as you know always. And this was around 1108. Am I right? 1108. Okay, that was yesterday. We actually spoke last night. My brother, my sister, but I saw this response early this morning. My brother, my sister, this is the personal message Malik Basintale sent to me. I asked him if I could put it out. He said, yes, Blakk Pastor, you can. And this is it. It's a personal message, but he is faced with the problem of renewing it or canceling it. And renewing it would be a new negotiation and a new deal. So whatever it is, Zoomlion would not have a walk in the park anymore. Manasseh Azure should be happy. Ghanaians should be happy. All of us must applaud Malik Basintale. But Malik Basintale did not just say words. He swore on his father's grave. Watch this. I promise on my late father's grave not to renew the Zoomlion contract in its current state. And it was also captured by some media houses. My brother, my sister, I will need you to watch this from My Joy Online. If we have that, put it out. Or from the Ghana web. My brother, my sister. That's what he said. And Ayariga now comes in to say NDC Parliamentary Caucus will not interfere in YEA Zoomlion contract. In other words, my brother, my sister, no pressure is going to be coming from the executive. Neither is pressure going to be coming from the legislature, NDC side, to interfere with this so that Malik Basintale can be his own man. Dash it away. I am more than just excited to hear this. And for Malik Basintale, trust me, if you continue like this, the applause that you'll hear will be deafening. So deafening, you would have to close your ears at the end of the day. I hail you, Malik Basintale. I have always been a fan. And I want to say, continue like this. To Manasseh Azure Awini, you are a soldier. Keep fighting for the cause of the great Ghanaian. If I ever become the president of any outfit in the world, in heaven or on earth, I will pull you in so we can work together. Trust me. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, and here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more, and then we close. Hey-ya! Wayo! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Kokoshonama.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonama, and here we speak truth to power. Shall we look at your comments? Right? Yes, again we say it's not a monologue. Yes, we have you here to also contribute. Eno Adomasa says love. Mubarak MBK says, Amen, to God be the glory. Haruna Abdul Rashid Waldo, he says, monitor you live in Saudi Arabia. Keep it up and may God bless you. Amen. Omaimba Nana Nyansahini Angwa says, Wayoy, Black Rasta Muo Fire. Mark Wanda Akpalu says, bless up nothing. Bless you, my youth. All right. Zion Genesis says, say it loud. Abdulaziz Rahim Upejo says, good evening, Black Rasta. Wayoy. Seriki as Akazire Annabella says, has he paid Anas's money? Well, that's a question for the gods. I'll find out from Anas if the money has been paid. I'm sure by now Anas would have put it out. I think there's, a time period for that to be paid and all that. So we are going to follow up on that. Raphael Kofi says, continue the good work, my brother. But I will say, greetings, Black Rasta. Yaobabana Adam says, move of fire. All right? It is what it is. More comments coming in. Sola Jimawena from Togo says, welcome, Black Rasta. Makuchre Jaffe says, welcome, the African teacher. Welcome, the truth. Keep up with the good words. Ghana shall rise again. Uchoko for life. Sufyan Suleimana says, watching you live, my godfather and prophet of patriotism. Keep doing the good work. Abdullah Suleiman says, the NPP came to loot, shared, and destroyed Madagascar. Yao Aban says they should go to the delegates who were bribed to retrieve those funds to pay for their workers upon all the money they stole from Ghanaians. Regina Adole says, hello, my dear Black Rasta. Hello, Regina Adole. How are you doing? It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Shall we take the last story and we are done? All right? Wastage. Randy Abbey goes nuts at cocoa agents. Well, we all know Randy Abbey, right? He is the acting manager of our cocoa in Ghana. My brother, my sister, he's a journalist like me, and he's a colleague. We had an interview last year, and it was a beautiful interview. He's a brilliant guy. Yes. Since he got into that position, I've not even congratulated him yet, because there's a tall list of people we are still congratulating. My brother, my sister, I will get to him in due course. Maybe I'll take a trek to his office and meet him one-on-one, and maybe go with him to some of the areas of cocoa production. I love to do that. This is Randy Abbey. He's no longer on Good Morning Ghana. He used to be the king of the morning on TV, especially when it came to politics and all that. Now he's an appointee of the president of Ghana. He was one of the very first to get appointments, right? Okay, so he's on a 3-day tour of the Western region where cocoa is produced, and he's disappointed. Where did he go? Give me the details. Ghana, what kind of nonsense is this? Watch as Randy Abbey fumes over unnecessary imports. Run it. The acting chief executive officer, CEO of Ghana Cocoa Board, who is currently on a 3-day working tour of the Western North and Western South cocoa regions, could not hold back his frustration at some happenings at one of the agency's facilities. Dr. Randy Abbey was left fuming when he discovered a large amount of imported cocoa peats abandoned at the Seshi Buakun Cocoa Station in the Seshi Wioson municipality of the Western North region. He wondered whether the managers of the cocoa station would import such a huge amount of cocoa peats, which is used in the cultivation of cocoa when the cocoa season is virtually over. The acting CEO could be seen lambasting the managers in the video of the incident, which has since gone viral. Were you the one who said that you needed X number of bags before they brought them here? You were just there and they brought it. So it's not as if you needed and made a requisition. Did you make a requisition? So you were just there and they dumped it on you. And you obviously don't have need for it this year. You don't have need for it this year, do you? He questioned. He added, so these things would be here till next year, next season. What kind of nonsense is this? Because when you did that report, you said you had done 90%. Exactly. So why would they bring all these things here? Why do we import all these things? We are just importing things that we didn't need, and you come and dump these things here. It's sad. Importing things all over. We don't need them because somebody has a kickback on that. Somebody has a certain commission in the west of Kobna, Kufuor. Let's see the video and see the action ourselves. Watch it.
Bags before they brought them here. No, please. You were just there and they brought it. Yes. So it's not as if you needed that you made a requisition.
They looked at the number of cities.
Who looked? I'm saying, did you make a requisition?
No, please.
So you were just there and they dumped it on you. And you obviously don't have need for it this year.
No.
You don't have need for it this year, do you?
No.
You don't have need for it.
No.
So this thing should be here.
The year is over.
Yeah, they'll be here till next season.
The year is over. In terms of your CD and all that, it's already over.
What kind of nonsense is this?
The committee report you gave that time, you have done over 90% already.
Yes.
So it's over.
Yes. Because when you did that report, you said you had done 90%.
Yes.
So why would they bring all these things here? Why do you import all these things? We're just importing things that we didn't need. And you come and dump these things here.
It's sad, isn't it? And some dirty NPP members will sit somewhere. Nation wreckers like these guys who wrecked the nation for 8 years. They will come and tell us that this is a public trial. Haven't we seen presidents like Sankara, Magufuli, and even Nkrumah do this? It's a working tour of the region, for crying out loud. You interact with managers as you go. Some of these could be captured by journalists because you're working with journalists. Is that a public trial? That manager there must be fired immediately. He said he was just there. They dumped it on him. He also sat on it. He didn't ask for it. And in his report, he didn't acknowledge all this. That's why the nation gets broke every time. We import things we don't need because somebody will get a kickback on that. We don't need it. But because we are not those paying for that, government is paying for that, we will take that, let it stay there, steal this and sell because we don't need it. You see where our country is going. And we need some of these working visits to be able to unearth that. We need patriotic Ghanaians to be whistleblowers on some of these irresponsible managers of our nation. To Randy Abbey, I want to say congratulations. We all need to do this. In our country, once you are a minister, you are an armchair minister. They sit in the office for all their tenure of office. They don't know what is happening on the ground. Nkrumah used to move from place to place to see things firsthand for himself. But no, we are too clean to be dirty walking in such areas. What kind of people do we have in our country? Anyway, it's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. All right? Okay, let's take your final messages and we are out. Remember, tap, tap, send is the sponsor of this one. All you need to do is tap, tap, and then you send. It is a very interesting thing. You don't need to go into a building now to fill lengthy forms and then send money. Are you in the UK? Are you in the European Union? Are you in the UAE? Maybe Australia, maybe America, maybe even Canada. You are sending money to Ghana? No problem at all. No problem. It is fast. Geometrically fast. Swift rapidity. And the money could be totally tracked. Whatever you send is received immediately. Geometrically fast. And the rates are amazing. My brother, my sister, you know what to do? Just download the app from Google Play and App Store. And if you are a new tap sender, after downloading the app, whatever you're going to send from these countries, you make sure that you use the promo code Blakk RASTA. Blakk RASTA. BLAKK RASTA. BLAKK RASTA. And when you send, you see this promo code, you get a special bonus. My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Port, aka People Show Them Up, where we speak truth to power. And remember, Tap Tap Send is community sensitive and community oriented. They are doing a lot in the communities in Ghana and beyond, building communities, dealing with the drainage and uplifting the youth all over the communities in Ghana. What is your community? Have you invited Tap Tap Send to come over? What do you want Tap Tap Send to help you with? You see why you have to be a proud Tap Tap Sender? My name is Blakk RASTA. Let's look at your final messages and we are out of here. All right? Labisa says, you cheat the ordinary Ghanaians, then you go donating to the widows, thinking God will bless you all. It's going to be a curse, rather. I agree with you. You can't steal and cheat and go and donate to some people and think that the small donation will clean all the dirty money that you have. And I know who he's talking about. Zoomlion, right? Charles Bruce says, how could they be paid when the party's headquarters has been moved to the offices of the Dankwa Institute? Well, people are still working. They have to be paid. AJ Stephen, Blakk RASTA, I am sad anytime I hear from GH, watching you from Venice, Italy. Things will get better. We have moved from one point to the other. Ghana is progressing. And we need to do this so Ghana can get better. Grace Saki says, ha. All right. Thank you so much, Grace Saki. Yao Babana Adam says, more fire. Tatawo says, God bless you, Blakk RASTA. Bernard Wahab says, $25. He says, the money that I mentioned is $25. He's right. I made a mistake. I said 120 because I was trying to calculate. And he's right. $10 is equivalent to what? 150 cedis. It's not even up to $20. He's also made a mistake. They are paid about $20, less than $20 a month. Zoomlion to work on the streets. Why is this? Prince Hina says, Rasta, 250 Ghana cedis is equivalent to $16. That is more accurate. So they are paid about $16 to work for the whole month, cleaning the streets. And the big man carries all the money away for his equipment and whatever. But Awo says, 250 cedis for a month. This is pure wickedness. And yet, this is a man who is an elder of a church. Manda Mugi says, I just wish the bus stop boys intervene. And when we actually abrogate the Zoomlion contract, we can now empower our local authorities and push the youth into proper employment. To do this, we don't need a private outfit to manage our waste, do we? Anyway, it is what it is. Bus stop boys are doing very well. Labisa says, Blakk, it's $15 a month, not $150. You are right. I added an extra zero. Regina Adole says, Lab, you are right. Not $150. It is $15. Oh my gosh. Akatapore says, so this horrible man was paying the innocent workers less than $18 a month. What? Only in Ghana. Raskakbo says, Blakk, please help me tell MALIK Basintale to entirely cancel the contract. He watches the show. Labisa says the minority will come defending this contract and be calling it witch hunting. Wicked people. Nas Salifu says, God bless. Mansuru Muhammad Yunusa says, thanks, BR. I want to believe that stands for Blakk RASTA. All right. So this is all time will allow us. I want to say thank you so much. God bless you. Keep sharing the broadcast and commenting. My brother, my sister, it's been the Blakk Pot, aka Koko Shonemo, where we speak truth to power. I love you. Hey! Why? Why?